All right. Come on, YouTube, let's go live. Come on, YouTube, let's go live. Hey, it's Simon Cry here. Welcome everybody to this YouTube live. I'm excited to have you here. I think we've got just a pause. I've got the live screen actually going on right now, so that's a bit interesting. Hey, welcome to today. Super excited to have you join us, and we've got a lot of stuff to talk to you about. I want to share my screen. This live broadcast is entitled the 2020 Blueprint for Digital Marketing, which will give you the ultimate guide for doing retargeting, doing lead generation, doing lead nurture and lead conversion to help you grow the bottom line of your business. I'm really excited about it. Our team's been working super hard to come up with this model that we're rolling out right now as we are approaching 2020, and really excited to share some really cool content with you, and I think it'll help you in your business. So let me just go to the screen. Yes, it's bringing that up nicely. So I'll just open a clean page here. I want to take you to this model. It's like a series of Venn diagrams, which I think can really help you. So if you, we'll start right at the crux of the thing, right at the core. We obviously want you to grow your business, right? So that's the ultimate aim of the game with being in business. Grow your business. And so the way we do that is like we've got something called CED, which is clients every day, and that's our aim, right? And we do that through a number of different ways. And so the first way is through lead generation. I'll just write lead gen, and I'll just help explain to you that when we talk about lead generation, we're not just talking about mass dump of unqualified leads. We're talking about putting you in front of people who are your prospects, ideal prospects who are qualified, who are putting their hand up to have a conversation with you about your product or service, or who want to buy from you. So that's what we talk about. That's what we mean when we talk about lead generation. I know not all are created equally, particularly in the digital marketing space. It's a bit of a problem where it's just as easy to put on a hat and say, hey, I'm a digital marketer. It's more easier to do that than it is to become a barista pouring coffee in a coffee shop, right? So lead gen is the first thing. Lead nurture is the missing piece of the puzzle, which most digital marketing agencies are dropping the ball with, and they don't even understand how important that is. And then finally, lead conversion is the ultimate piece of the puzzle. That's what we're here for, right? So there's a couple of things. If, for example, you don't have good lead generation, then there's no conversations happening, right? No one to talk to. There's no new prospects, so because there's no conversations. Secondly, if you don't have any lead nurture, then your business is pretty much unknown, right? There's no reasons to trust you. There's no conversation about why you're different. There's no case studies about how you've helped other people. There's no social proof, right? So yeah, you're just throwing mud at the wall and hoping that some of it will stick and that there'll be a lead there somewhere for you, maybe, who'll buy from you. All right, and similarly, if we don't have any lead conversion, then obviously we don't have any of this. There's no money, right? So let's talk about lead gen, lead nurture, and lead conversion. I want to break down each one of these into three components. So we'll start off with lead generation. I think you'll find this super helpful. With the lead generation conversation, there's really three parts to it. So you can see I've got three subsections up the top here, 1, 2, 3, and I'll break them down for you a little bit, and let's get into it. So three different subsections of lead generation. Well, the first is organic traffic. So organic is the first way, and you can do that through SEO or maps, or I think citations. Citations meaning that, let's say your business name, your website might be listed in the yellow pages. That would be a good example of a citation, right? So that's a cool way. There are probably three examples of how to do organic traffic. Secondly is paid. This is where it gets a bit interesting. Paid traffic, well, obviously SEO around your blogs, right? So paid traffic would be things like Facebook or Google Ads, bunch of different platforms for paid traffic. You've got LinkedIn at the moment as well, that's opened their platform. You've also got YouTube, which is essentially Google anyway, but and Insta is also Facebook, right? But you've also got email lists, for example, that you can rent or buy. You've got JV partners that you could do some stuff with, right? So paid is a really cool space to be if you know what you're doing, or if you're working with a company like ours who knows what they're doing. Third way, which not many people talk about, is earned, right? So earned, whoops, there's an N in there. Why has it gone so big? Let's just pull that back and see. So if we look at earned, or for our friends in America, we'll go keep everybody happy. Earned leads would be, it might be an automated referral program would be an example of an earned lead gen campaign, or it could be an automated reactivation program. Yeah, that could be a really cool earned lead because you've already earned the lead, right? And now we're just repurposing it either by referral or reactivation to getting customers previously to buy from you again. So they're the three components of lead generation: organic, paid, and earned. The three components of lead nurture, this is where it gets really exciting. And by the way, I might just back up a little bit because here's why it's so important to have all of these three components happening. Because if you've got, say, you've got lead generation happening and lead nurture happening, if you've just got those and no lead conversion, well, if you've just got these two, so where these intersect, if you don't have the lead conversion, then you've got wasted opportunities, right? Let's just go wasted opportunities, wasted op. Actually, I'll just make that wasted ops. Wasted opportunities if you have lead gen and lead nurture without lead conversion. In a similar way, if you have lead nurture over here and lead conversion without any lead generation, then you've got a lack of opportunities. All right, a lack of ops, right? And thirdly, if you've got what most digital marketers do, where they have lead generation and lead conversion without the lead nurture, then you've got missed opportunities, missed ops. And the reason why they're missed ops, as we've talked about, is because you're unknown. There's no social proof. There's no reason to trust you. And so what we do in the lead nurture sequence is there are three components again. The first one is the, what we like to call the golden window. The golden window is the 5-minute window, right? From when a lead comes into your ecosystem and when a touch point is made. And that can be through a number of different ways. It could be, for example, it could be by email. It could be by SMS. It could be by automated voicemail, which I think is pretty cool and very sexy. And I'll show you how this can all work for you. It could be all three working in concert together in that 5-minute window where a lead comes in. Let's say it's before 8 o'clock at night, and we can program and automate all of this to be time sensitive. So if it's after 8, they don't get a voicemail. And the way the voicemail works, it's a call that goes to their mobile phone because we've collected their mobile phone details. The call rings for about half a second on their mobile, too short for them to pick up. And it just says, "Hey, John, it's Simon here from Smarter Marketers. I've just seen that you've requested a download for our report. And so just want to let you know I'm going to email that. So keep an eye out and maybe even check your junk mail in case it's gone into the junk mail file. But what I'll do in any event, let me send you a text message so that you can have the link directly texted to your phone. You can download the report and read it on your mobile phone right there. Nice to connect with you. Looking forward to seeing if we can add value to your business, right? Just as an example of a 5-minute rule and multiple touch points, 3 touch points within that 5-minute window, it's going to set you up for higher conversions. Let me talk to you about conversions for 1 second, because we did a case study on this 5-minute window with one of our colleagues who has a business coaching accountants in their practice to help them reduce their hours and to maximize their profits. And what they found is that after not capitalizing on this 5-minute window, they dropped their conversion rates. I'm going to write this down because it's staggering, and I'm going to put it in below. their conversion rates decreased by 80% by not looking after that 5-minute window. So it is super, super important. All right, so that's the first element, the golden window. Second element is what we call rapid indoctrination. And it's sort of what I was talking about previously, where you talk about why you're different in the marketplace, what sets you apart, what's your USP, your unique selling proposition, why are you different? Yeah, talk about some case studies of people that you've helped buy your product or service. You could talk about awards that you've won. You could give different resources which are real value add for your prospect. So by the time they come over to you at the lead conversion stage, you've taken them from a 3 out of 10 in terms of cold, and you've warmed them right up to an 8 or 9 out of 10 by the time you actually get on the phone and talk to them, right? So that's why rapid indoctrination is pretty cool. The third component is consistency. And this is why automation is such a big deal. We can automate the emails, we can automate the text messages, we can pre-record and automate the voice messages as well. In fact, we can automate the appointment scheduling. One of the cool things we can do is if an appointment is missed, we can then set a trigger on our platform to initiate another set of missed appointment emails in an email sequence, and a missed appointment text message, and a missed appointment voicemail message, right? So it could be, hey, John, it's Simon here. I noticed that you missed our appointment that we had. No big deal. We understand that life gets in the way. Hey, what I'm going to do, let me send you an email with a link that you can just simply reschedule with us, mate. We're looking forward to helping you. I'm also going to send you a text message link where you can go and reschedule your appointment with us right on your mobile phone. All right, looking forward to rescheduling and having a chat with you real soon. That would be super, super cool, right? But here's what we found is that most people need at least 6 attempts of not only touch points, but asking to do business. And what we found is that most salespeople will make 2 attempts to either call them, right? If they miss them, they might try again, and that's it, right? There needs to be 6 attempts to be made to actually contact someone in the initial case. So when you've got the consistency piece in place with automation, it just helps your salespeople or your sales team do what they're great at doing, and divesting them of the stuff that they're not great at, right? So that consistent, methodical follow-up where no lead gets left behind. And we automate and create that whole process for you. And we create that whole platform for you. We help write the emails, the SMSs. We give you the scripts so that you can use your voice to pre-record the voicemails. And yeah, that whole thing is done for you, which really sets you up for outstanding appointments. So if we just go back a sec, I'll just show you how this whole thing works together. Obviously, we've got lead generation, which then leads to lead nurture. And then ultimately, it's a bit like a volleyball team where the ball's been hit to us, and the dig, that's the person who just digs it, right? So that's where the lead gen happens, right? And so lead gen happens, and then we set up, that's the set in volleyball, setting the ball up for the business to then spike and score a point, score the business, right? So we want to set you up for success with the right nurture, having all 3 components working in concert together. So the 3 things that the correct execution of lead gen and lead nurture, the 3 things that will deliver for you are these 3 things. And this gets me really excited. It gets our business owners really excited too. First, it gives you warm appointments, right? How good is that? So not a cold, unqualified appointment, but a warm appointment. Someone who knows who you are. They're not a cold appointment. They are ready to buy from you, okay? So they're a warm appointment. They have buying intent, which is cool, so you're not wasting your time. And super important, they are pre-qualified. And so what does pre-qualified mean? It means that they have this stuff. They have money to buy from you. So this is the ultimate blueprint for digital marketing for 2020. So hope this is helpful for you. So we help with these two areas here. So we can, that's our wheelhouse here. And so we help you guys set this up for really amazing conversions. So we do that in partnership together, handing you over leads that have been nurtured, warmed up, have buying intent, and are also pre-qualified so that you can do what you're great at doing, which is convert them into paying customers and repeat business. So super exciting. That, my friend, is the 2020 digital marketing blueprint. If we can help you with anything else, just go to www.smartermarketers.com.au and we can show you a little bit more about how we can add value to your business in 2020. Looking forward to connecting with you. Hope this has been of value too. And thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it.